And let's go over to our dynamic family interview area once again. Here's Joni Smith.
Well, thank you so much, Rosanna and Leah Murphy are here. Hello. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
It's good to see you guys again. What are you feeding this child? She has grown a foot since we saw her last year.
I'm telling you what helps with her diet. More fruits, more veggies, much healthier foods, and I don't even have to force it on her. She'll eat it now all by herself.
Just growing like a weed.
Oh, I know.
Thanks for making the trip today. Since we talked to both of you last year, you're in a new location. You've moved to a new town.
Yep.
You're in
West Alice.
So this morning, you two jumped in the car. You came back here because you told me you wouldn't miss this for the world. Is that right?
I would not. As much as CMN helps, if I could pay back anyway, I definitely will.
So you're back. Things are coming up. You have another procedure for Leah. Let's start from the beginning. Do you mind telling us a story? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, it goes way back to 2017. We started out, we had what was called a fava tumor or fava mass on her femur bone. They removed it. It turned out to be 12 centimeters total. Well, what they did, the surgeon actually took and peeled back what they call the protective layer of the bone. And it had to have weakened that bone so much that within, I believe it was like 4 or 5 months, she went and she fractured the femur in like a simple slip of water. And then like 6 weeks in a cast, I think it was 2 days after, she actually broke the bone in half. And femur is like your strongest bone in the body. So she did go in for emergency surgery. And they put a steel plate and 8 screws, I believe, in the femur. Had that in roughly about a half a year. And then afterwards, they went in for another surgery to remove it all. And then shortly after, we found out when we went in for the spot on her back. Last year, as you know, we thought it was a low flow valve. Well, it turns out it's a rare AVM. It's also related to an aneurysm in your brain, but hers happens to be a spinal AVM.
Tell us what that is. Is that
AVM is an arterial venous malformation, and it's basically arteries and veins that are clustered together, and they don't go properly like ours does. They just kind of combine into like a huge mass. And what happens if it's not well taken care of, eventually they will blow up like a balloon, and that's basically an aneurysm, so we kind of had to move fast. She did have one procedure already, the embolization procedure, which CMN has been so helpful with getting us back and forth. They actually gave us travel assistance, and they also gave us a prepaid Visa card to help with food for my son and also food for me while she's in, because after the embolization, she actually was admitted to the ICU, to get until she got her strength back, basically, because that's a serious thing when they go back there. Basically, the embolization, what it is they go up the vein through the groin, and they insert it's like a coil, but then an onyx. It's like a super glue type substance, and it's supposed to help block off all the blood and everything else. Well, we thought when they did the angiogram first that there was 10 feeders in there. Well, it so happens to be that they went in and expecting to do the 10 feeders, but only had to do the one. So God is good. Like, all the prayers helped, because the one coil that they stuck in shut all the blood flow off. So the next procedure that we have is November 6th. It will be another angiogram. However, they are going to go under. They're going to put her under because just in case they have to do another embolization, if the blood flow is going again, then we have that room on standby.
I want to ask Leah a question here.
Yeah.
Put the mic up, honey. We're doing an awful lot of talking about what's going on in your body. Are you okay with all of that?
Yep.
Honey, are you in pain? Do you feel a lot of pain?
Not right now, no.
Are you worried about what's coming up next month? Because your mom was just telling me you have another surgery coming up. You've had quite a few, haven't you? Okay, are you worried about this one coming up?
Not really, no.
Okay. Do you, for lack of a better word, do you kind of get used to it, knowing that there's going to be something else happening?
Yep.
Sometimes do you feel like this is not really fair? I don't want to have to go in for another one. Do you feel like that once in a while?
Sometimes.
Do you have some new friends now around your house? Are you able to talk to them sometimes when something's bothering you?
Yep.
Okay, you go to your mom when something's bothering you too? Lots of people that love you and help you out, huh? Okay. You know, and I think one of the reasons that you guys got up real early this morning, jumped in the car, because this is a way that your mom can give back to Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And we have watched you over the last couple years. You're growing like a weed. You look like you're feeling good, but sometimes I think things go on, and you're such a brave girl that we need to ask about it to see how you're doing. Tell me about what grade you're in.
7th.
You're in 7th grade, and you have a new school this year. What's your school?
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Okay, and so you live in the Milwaukee area?
Yep.
Okay. How'd you feel about the move? You okay with that?
Yeah.
Right, making new friends. Okay. Are you able to do some sports, or is there things that you're not able to do? What can't you do?
I don't really know. You might have to ask Mom.
Jump in, Mom.
I absolutely will. So because of the high risk that she has
I was
for
wondering about
internal
that.
bleeding,
Mhm.
she's not allowed to do any on-contact sports. But there is where CMN stepped in and had offered to put her through music therapy, so she wasn't doing this alone and felt like she was alone. So it's actually, she loves music, and she's got therapy in case she doesn't feel comfortable talking to me about anything, so it's kind of nice.
You are the 4th family in a day and a half that utilizes and gets a lot out of music therapy. I think music therapy is something that has, it's been there for a long time, but now all of a sudden it's like, hey, this is really a good thing. So tell me what you love about music therapy.
I just like music in general.
What do you guys do when you're together?
I could tell you she plays the violin very,
Yeah.
very
You
well.
play the violin?
Yeah.
You have a violin player over there? Anybody over on our University Blood Center of Wisconsin?
Yay.
Oh,
She plays Baby Shark so well.
Oh, can you do Baby Shark? We love Baby Shark.
Oh, I should have brought my
You know what
violin.
cracks
That
me
would've
up
been
about the
fun.
Baby Shark song is when they
What?
do Grandma Shark, and Grandma Shark, you do it with no
My
teeth. That
son
just
does
cracks
that
me
so
up.
well.
That cracks me up. Everybody that has little ones knows about Baby Shark. So that's interesting. So you're a violinist. Okay. And do you take violin lessons?
Well, it's not really lessons. It's just orchestra at school, and we just practice songs and stuff. And we do like concerts and for the school and stuff like that.
How did
And
the violin get started in your family? Do you remember? Did you play?
I didn't play no instruments. I'm in the kitchen. She's in the music.
There you go. We already have a call that came in at 608-784-KIDS 5437. You're listening to the Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Radiothon, and we're visiting with Leah and Rosanna, who made a trip this morning from Milwaukee just to be here with
Sure
us.
did.
A beautiful Friday morning, and I'm sure there's tons of other things you could have done, but you had one thing on today's agenda.
That's right, all day.
I'd rather come here than go to school, honestly.
Well, and we'd rather you come here so we can keep track of you and see how you're doing. So procedures coming up, how long is she going to be down? What goes on there?
Depending on how well it goes, if the blood flow is still blocked off, then we call it a day and be done. And then roughly maybe December, possibly January, she'll be seeing Dr. Garland, who's the favorite doc that she talked about last year.
Yes.
She will actually do the procedure to remove the mass off of her back. So, and then I had asked, I said, well, how do you know what to remove and what not to? Well, with the onyx going in there, it actually turns everything black. So it's kind of nice that they can easily take it out. And afterwards, I believe she'll probably be again in the ICU at least for 2 days or until she builds her strength back up.
So there again, your regular routine is out the window.
Yep.
And
Once again, yes. I mean, I've been through so much with this kid, and she's 12. She's my kid, but she's also my inspiration. Her scars show her strength. She is one tough cookie. I don't know what I would do without her.
You know, listening at home, listening to your story, which is really, really touching, making the decision to pick up the phone and call, what would you do to help people make that decision? What would you say to them?
You know, I honestly donate if you have it. I mean, it's not just about like, you know, the gas vouchers or anything of such. It's also about, it can go towards equipment for the kids that need it, the medical equipment, or like her with the wheelchair, the ramp. Like, it's beneficial. Like, it helps families in need. You know, you go through that time where it's like, in my situation, what do I do? Like, I'm a single mom. I don't know. Okay, I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money, and you have nobody to turn to. Well, CMN, it gets involved, and they don't judge you for what you're going through. Rather, they are there and say, what can we do to help you? They never have turned me down, either if it was financially. Rena is always good to me when I talk to her over the phone. Hi.
And by the way,
Karma.
she followed you too, because she knew exactly where you live,
No.
so she could get a hold of you to get you back here.
Email.
Because
It works
once you're on
wonders.
that radar, you're on that radar.
That's right. I'm just so thankful, though, like, everything about it. You know, CMN has been there every step of the way. You know, we're up to 10 surgeries as of November 6th, and CMN has never judged me.
12 years
or
old
turned me
and
down.
10 surgeries. Almost one a year.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing, and that's why I tell her every day, like, you know, with her physical health, it has thrown her mental health off, but I tell her every day, like, her scars show her strength, and she is much stronger than she thinks.
She is. I know why she's smiling.
She
Because
is
the
that
shark
baby
song
shark
is on.
song.
Yeah, the shark song's on. It's 608-784-KIDS-5437, encouraging you to give us a call right now. Delta Global Services, ready to answer your phones. And we are ready to take those calls at the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, visiting with most of the Murphy family. You still have somebody at home today? Your little brother's at home today? Well, he's not at home. He's at school.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's at school today.
Yep.
So, again, we want to thank you so much for making the time to come see us, and
Most
please come back
definitely.
next year.
Always.
We want to
Yep.
follow you and make
For
sure,
sure.
we remember what's going on with you, and then we can start a whole new chapter next year. How does that sound? Great. Thank you
Any way
guys
we
so much.
can.
You're listening to the Radiothon. It is the CMN Hospitals Radiothon. Put your money where the miracles are, a service of the La Crosse Media Group.
Thank you, Joni. We appreciate it. Yes, of course, our Versity phone bank lines open still. 608-784-KIDS, 784-5437. The folks from Delta Global Services and the Miss America pageant, the local misses, are here today. And, of course, they're working the phone bank until 11 o'clock today. Been a great day so far, but we are missing your call. We need to get your call this morning. Friday is a great day to do it, especially when you're getting ready to plan for the weekend, because you might get through the rest of the day and then totally forget that you want to pledge, because I know that you want to. That's why you need to get on the air right now and get to do it. 608-784-KIDS, 784-5437, right here on the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals Radiothon on Kix 106.3.